Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a issue that if any search or survey is taken on the assessee and the assessee surrenders some income as it is not disclosed in the books of accounts or in the return of income of the assessee. So whether in those circumstances where there is some surrender of income which has not been disclosed by the assessee, the applicability of section 115 BBE will be attracted, or in other words, if the assessee explains the source of that undisclosed income and gives the tax on that, so whether in that case the section 115 BBE will be applicable. This issue has been taken up by Honorable Chandigarh ITAT B bench in the case of Processors Pvt Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. This case is reported in 123 ITR Tribunal Short Note 60 and the date of the judgment is 11th April 2025. The present case relates to the assessment year 17-18. The assessee is dealing in fabric dyeing and trading in dyed and undyed fabrics. During the survey proceedings, the assessee admitted that there is a certain sum which is not disclosed by the assessee, and he agreed that there is undisclosed income which is in the form of addition to the fixed assets to its business. On the basis of this surrender, the notice under section 148 was issued to the assessee. The assessee filed the return of income, included the surrendered income into his return of income and paid the tax at normal rates on that. But during the assessment proceedings, the assessing officer issued a show cause notice to the assessee to explain why section 69B and section 115 BBE is to be not invoked on the assessee. Section 69B talks about amount of investments not fully disclosed in books of accounts, and section 115 BBE talks about higher rate of tax when section 68 or 69 family is invoked in the assessment proceedings of the assessee. The assessee said that there is no applicability of section 69B. Section 69B, according to assessee, attracts only when the assessee is not able to explain the source of the undisclosed income, since the assessee has explained the nature of the business and the assessee has completely disclosed that this undisclosed income is related to the business income of the assessee. So according to assessee, section 69B is not applicable to the assessee and consequently section 115 BBE cannot be invoked in the case of the assessee. But the assessing officer made the addition under section 69B. When the matter was before the CIT appeal only on the sole ground that this income was not fully disclosed by the assessee, upheld the order of the assessing officer and dismissed the appeal of the assessee on the sole ground that section 115 BBE is applicable to the assessee. When the matter came before the tribunal said that in the present case, when the survey was made on the assessee explained that it is the income from the same line of business. When the statement of a director of the assessee was taken, he explained that the true nature of the business and the revenue was also not able to demonstrate that there is any other activity other than the business activity of the assessee either during the survey proceedings or during the assessment proceedings. So the tribunal said that in the present case there is no legal provision to invoke section 69B and consequently section 115 BBE. In the appeal before the tribunal, the assessee has also raised some legal grounds regarding the reopening of the assessment under section 148 and the non-issuance of the notice under section 143 subsection 2. The tribunal said that since in the present case the appropriate relief has been given to the assessee, so these grounds do not need adjudication and they are only of academic interest. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Processors Pvt Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is reported in 123 ITR Tribunal, short note 16, and the matter has been decided by Honorable Chandigarh ITAT B bench on 11th April 2025. Thank you, friends.